she say, hello, 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 aloha, aloha.
Here's my account as of December 31st, 2015. 2045 total, 880 mil bank value. And I'll go through making a bit of commentary on some highlights from the last video and kind of what I'm currently working on. So I kind of need to get to rune crafting. I have a few more astrals in my rune pouch down below, but I've gotten a few smoke battle staves. I'm not sure if I had that in the last one. I also do have an occult. I've been really lucky with DKs, so I have 8 mud battle staves and 17 dragon axes. Range cape now acts as an accumulator, which is very nice. Diamond bolts, which I'll use for armor now that I've finally completed Sarah. I have every ring apart from the tyrannical ring. One of each is imbued, and I have additional rings from Dagonoth Kings. I have a Bandos chestplate, which is new. I got both the Sarah Godsword and Bandos Godswords yesterday. I got an Armadillo chestplate. ACB, which was from a long time ago. Also have a pet Gardor, Dragonfire Shield, Ranger Boots, Steam Battle Staff. Pretty typical stuff. I thankfully have a lot of Zora tellies because I did a lot of Zora before the update nerfing the teleports from 20 to 1 came through. Bunch of raw sharks from Zora, use them for Zora as well. Dagonoth Kings, that was just from one task. The Fremi Elite Diaries are amazing for noting the bones. Imp in a box to bank things when I get ecumenical keys for God Wars. I have a lot of runite ores, namely from Zora. 50k gold bars, which was from getting my smithing up to 86 for the RD Elite Diaries. Battle staves, which I really should be getting daily, but I haven't been. Sand, which I do get daily, just because it does it automatically. A lot of D-stones. I have a lot of Dragonstone jewelry, and I really can make more if I want to, but I'm not desperate for it. I do have a lot of seeds, but I have been farming a little bit more consistently lately. I do need to get on these Ranars, and I really need secondaries for a lot of these, which is why I haven't planted them. Torstals, dwarf weeds. Dwarf weeds are going to be fun to get the Zami wines for. A lot of magic logs that will be used for fire making. Maple logs for fletching. This will be a few construction levels when I get around to it. Super compost, kind of worthless to me. Just a few things I have to get to planting. Here's my herblore tab. I might be close to having 89 banked, at which point I can boost to 94 for the super anti-venoms or whatever it's called. Probably if I get my herbs from my kingdom right now, I would finish that off, but getting the secondaries once again will be the problem. A lot of brews, and obviously I can make many more if I have 700 crushed nests and a couple hundred toad flax seeds, so I'm not desperate on that by any means. Staminas, I can still make many of those because I have amylase and aventos are all right there. Prey pots, once again, 1k Ranars, 160 or something seeds. Here's my clue tab. I've done at this point over 800 clues, over 500 of which have been hard clues, so I've done quite a few. I'm only missing the Guthix page 1 to make a second set of every single book. So I do have every single one completed, even if it's not in my bank. A bunch of rune sets that I've completed, 2 of which were Bandos and 2 were Armadillo, which is pretty cool. Got another Musketeer hat yesterday on my Elite. Finally was able to get a blue party hat for my spectacles, which I've had for the better part of a year at this point. So that was pretty cool to get. Dragon Full Helm Ornament Kit, another light infinity color kit. I have another one that's used up above on my infinity hat. I still only have one headband. Not a big deal though. This is kind of just my junk tab. It isn't organized by any means. Kind of just the top row I kind of use, or top, I don't know, row and a half for clues and for ecumenical keys and such. But other than that, it's pretty much junk. And then that I would use for the mole. That I would use for if I wanted to camp for medium clue scrolls. But once again, I really don't touch this stuff. Now this, for the most part, apart from the first tab of stuff that I typically use, this is my drop tab, and I have a lot in it. 3 full God Sword blades. I also have 3 that are attached to God Swords already. Still need to work on getting more scales. That's not too much of a priority at this point though, because I finally finished Sarah. 2 Malediction Wards, still only 1 Odium Shard though, after over 1200 demi-boss kills. Just Wyvern stuff, everything from Barrows apart from Torag's Plate Body and Helm. And I have just over 4,600 chests, although many of those were speedrun, once again. Full Aram set, full Darok set. Those I don't want to make into sets because I actually do use Guthans. I just repair them. 7 Sarah Swords, almost another blade, 2 additional chain bodies, 5 extra blowpipes, 3 extra tridents. Smoldering Stone, that is my one and only drop from Cerberus so far, and my kill count is 682. I have no crystals at this point. I have an Abyssal Dagger. I got that on my first Unsired on kill count 42. An additional Tentacle, extra Onyx. I don't know what I'll do with it at this point. Natus Knot is just for clues. HP Cape, I used to have it untrimmed, but I was too lazy to drop it every time I got a 99. Pet Chaos Elemental. My total drops from Sarah was only 7 Sarah Swords, 1 Sarah Light, 1 ACB, 1 Sarah Hilt, and 1265 combat or kills. So that was pretty bad. But we're done, so I don't care. 5 additional Zerka Rings, 4 Warrior, 2 Archers, 4 Seers. It's kind of just my spec and range ammo tab, I guess. I didn't know where else to put it, so I just made it in its own tab. And this is just gear for doing clues, like emote clues. And there are a few things like that are worth a lot, but it's pretty much just for that. I did forget to mention that I do collect runes, so I've been working on that. But yeah, that is the entirety of my bank. Once again, it is worth 881 mil. I'll do a quick scroll through, just in case you want to quickly see it. But thank you for watching.